LeBron James. What more can you say about the guy that hasn't already been said? He can play anywhere on the court, and he gets it done on both ends like nobody else in the league. We can't slow him down. This game could get out of hand real quick. It's gonna be one of the biggest tests of the season for me, that's for sure. Time to step up.
Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The Cleveland Cavaliers come into this one after a win against the Indiana Pacers. Guys, kind of a battle there. They pulled out a 4-point win, though.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. And it's Burke in at the 1. Burks can't get it to go. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season, his return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
And now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with David Blatt.
And Kevin, I asked him what he thought would be a key factor for them coming into this game, and he said, well, our length and shot blocking should help. It gives offenses something to think about when they come inside the lane, and oftentimes that tentativeness can be a game changer. Guys, every team in the league wants that interior presence, and he just explained one big reason why.
Thanks, Doris. So defense. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Williams kicks to Smith. The screen from Thompson. And it's J.R. Smith getting the 3. Smith's got 6.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Freak, guarded closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Expanding his range. No good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
And, you know, when you only see a team twice a year, Greg, it's hard to really get a good understanding of who they are or a good feel for them. And oftentimes, that can lead to a series split.
That's good.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
The screen from Thompson. And Williams, here we go. Here's Hood. He's guarded by Williams. Hood dishes to Freak. Offensive rebound. Booker. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Jazz shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Misses the 3. So for the Jazz, their last game a loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
Right side, Williams. And there's Richard Jefferson on the assist from Williams. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm. And
for me, at a younger age.
Again, just another part of the maturation process. For the Cavaliers, Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Shumpert comes in for James. And it's Williams in for Jefferson. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Lyles checked in for Rudy Gobert. Trevor Booker comes in for Derek Favors. Freaks checked in for Burks. And it's Dante Exum in for Burke. Taking a look at the Jazz. Freak, he's in at small forward. Lyles out there with Trevor Booker. And it's Hayward. And it's Exum in at the point guard position.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Utah was so tough near the end of last season, Greg. They weren't going to make the playoffs, but they did give other teams some trouble.
That's a great point. And how about going 19-10 after the All-Star break? Another team that would have been in the playoffs
right
if they were in the East.
Freak with it, now guarded by Shumpert, and he gets it to go. Lyles got his first points of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
And, you know, for the Jazz, you mentioned their post-All-Star break surge. I mean, that 19-10 record they had after the break was good enough for 6th best in the league.
As the Freak fires the three. Thompson with the rebound.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Williams with a clean look. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And now it's a 10-point Cleveland lead.
And really, the Jazz were a team nobody wanted to play after the break. They were over 500 against the rest of the West and had some big wins over playoff teams in the process.
The Jazz making a switch here. Hood's checked in. Lyles passes to Hood. The feed to Freak. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Williams for three. They get it back. Goes back up. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
He's off on the first.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Alfred Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th man of the year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
Now here's Irving. He has 6. One second left. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that does it for the first. Second half beginning in just a moment.
What a game for Favors. He's got 14 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
And Clark, he's been terrific in terms of his positioning and boxing out very well also, just battling hard on every possession.
Clears. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Shumpert comes in for Smith, and it's Williams in for Irving. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Lyles checked in for Gobert. Booker comes in for Derek Favors. Freaks checked in for Burks, and it's Exum in for Burke. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Thompson down low with Mozgov, and it's Williams at the point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Here's Freak. Another miss by Utah. Shumpert can't get it to go. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Love checked in for Mozgov. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Shumpert. Then for the Jazz, Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Trevor Booker. Freak comes in for Gordon Hayward. Rodney Hood subbed in for Burks. So on the floor for Utah, Exum and Hood are the young guard tandem. Freak is out there with Lyles. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. A nice shot by Exum.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Gobert against Thompson. On the wing, Williams. It's a pick by Love. 6 to shoot. Williams can't get it to go. Here's Exum. Off the left rim and out. So we see the Cavaliers get...
Thank you, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.